you so much, Laura. Indeed, I do have Supa and Alvaro with me, as well as Odoamne, to talk about that historic victory. Who wants to go first? Congratulations.
Thank you.
But again, silver scrapes. Why do you let it go to 5 games? Why do you need so many? Is it just so much fun?
I mean, we just wanted to have more practice. So we did the 10 games between yesterday and today. And also kind of a story. I never won a 5th game in my life, till now, like till yesterday. I was 0-6. And yeah, I just broke the course, and now it's just keep going.
Yeah, so who made the difference on your team, or was it yourself that pulled you over the edge, you think?
I mean, I think we all step up in every single moment. I think in one game could be one guy or anything, but I think this game, for example, I was seeing so clear the engages, and I think Javi also, Joya, did a really good job. And then later on, we were taking over, and we were just playing for objectives, and we had in control the game.
Yeah, I think so as well. I think all the way from minute one, it felt like you took control of the game. You set up so many ganks on board. The first one was like a great bait for Ilya to come out of the brush. But even towards late game, I felt like you stepped up big time, because in game 4, it looked like, Labrov was having a really good game with Rakan, being a silent carry. But I felt like you took the game in your hands in such convincing fashion, especially. I think you guys are maybe one of the only teams who look for these engages on the mid waves, and I feel like it's mostly coming from you, where you just catch so deep, and it's so unexpected. And I think, yeah, it was just very impressive to see, especially from you, since you're new to the league.
Yeah. Thank you.
A lot of praise. Supa, of course, similar questions to you that were also asked to Elyoya. What Alvaro is describing that in the beginning you saw that in the first 2 games it felt like you were playing your game. You were making all the decisions as a team, and you were always coming up ahead. And then the doubt seemed to have crept in. Is that also the way you saw it?
I mean, in a way, we were having the control of the game always. Like, we knew how to win. We were always come back even if we were behind, but we were just getting catch, solo plays, and this was having problems. I think if we just play as a team, we were a way better team, and it shows. But this is a problem that can happen, no? If we want to win tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely. Buddy said it. We just needed all the practice we can get. We're taking a look at some of the images from the last game. It felt like you really found a new stride. We'll talk about it in a second as well. But the player of the series is Mirwin. So it was tricky, I feel like. Can you tell me about when you got into the drafts and when they started changing? When all of a sudden Genax went for the Lee Sin, when all of a sudden the Gragas came out, etc. Did that make it harder?
I mean, I would say we kind of had in control the drafts. We were really playing what we wanted. But I think in the 5th game we realized, okay, let's go blue side and let's take the Aesir as well from them, because I think it was like a huge factor. I think he's really confident on it. And if we take it, for example, Frescowi.
I think they're coming.
Frescowi didn't lose a game on Aesir still, and we were confident that if we do this rotation, we are winning. And then when they did the Rakan, we were like, let's do Xayah Rel, we can flex the Rel and keep playing with that. So I think we were always like having a plan. And I think we won the draft.
Yeah, it seemed like it as well. Also, Ice was hitting a lot harder, it seemed like, as the series went on, Supa. So did you have to make kind of a change, or were you just like, no, I'm going to keep what I'm doing because I know that we are better or should be better?
I mean, I think the first 2 games, when I believe I played really well, doesn't matter, I think I was playing to the limit and it works, no? I got my place. I think the next 2 games I was a bit relaxed, not in the same tension, not in the same active, so I misplay a lot. I need to obviously fix this. So my coaching staff tell me, Xayah angle, it's easier. I won't say no.
It is easier. I mean, you can escape it. You actually called that out, I think, in the draft as well, specifically, right? The Xayah.
The Xayah? Mm-hmm. No, I think that was Broxa. He was the believer. One question I have for you guys, because it's been a very, very long weekend for you guys. You had 10 games in 2 days. That's probably longer. That's longer than like the regular season. And you guys are going up tomorrow against G2, who had, let's say, a pretty relaxed week, not having to play 10 games in 2 days. How do you guys feel about that? Because right now, I feel like fatigue could become a factor, but at the same time, in my previous times when I would have long series like this, having more games on stage ramps you up, and it gives you a lot more confidence for that big final moment. So how are you guys feeling right now? How are you guys handling with fatigue and also this, rising hype? Because you guys are ramping up over the weekend, so tomorrow is going to be, it's going to be huge. So how do you guys feel?
I mean, we have been training our whole year. Like last year, we were playing Movistar Riders. We went for the loser bracket run, and we did 3-1, 3-0, 3-1, 3-0. Then the next time, we also we have a lot of practice, and it's something that we work on, like not getting like this fatigue, the burnout, and all these things. And I think it's something that we can also take in our advantage because we're going with the momentum. Anyways, I think G2 is a strong contender. I think it's like a really good team. But anyways, I just want to face them, and also in an official game, playing here in the States, I think it's going to be a banger.
Yeah, do you think it's going to be a lot different? Obviously it is, because Supa, it's so close to you, you could almost touch it. But, you know, if it was me, I would be sitting next to that trophy and being like, we're so close, we're so close. Like, nobody believed in us, and now we're in the final. Like, how do you keep that under control, and who in your team does that for you?
I mean, for me, at least, it's more beat G2, prove yourself that you can do it. It's the best team from 1 year. They have more practice. So it's not about the trophy. It's about to prove ourselves that we can do it. We are here to win.
Okay, I love it. We do also have Ibai's reaction, which I guess you could also see from where you were sitting, but maybe we'll look at it again. It's been so fun to watch. He was losing his mind yesterday already, but also the rest of Skane, but we made a little hyper roll of it. Can you see that like from the corner of your eye? The fans and the streamer booth, or do you not notice it?
Yeah, I mean, like Javi already said in the interview, Joya, I think it's like insane. All the fans, like Ibai, Ganecro, Quentin, everyone here is like cheering for us. I don't know, it's so hyped to play. And it feels like, for example, these kind of games, we didn't have it in Superliga because it was only like the finals. Yeah. But having it here every single time in playoffs, in officials, it's so good. Yeah, it's been so much fun what you all have brought to the league, and it's so cool. In terms of kind of the stories that are the best, I think, for our region, it is the fact that it is young players, and I know you don't want to be called rookies, but it's, okay, what should we call you then? Because we need a name for someone who's new in the LEC, but we can't call you rookies. So. You say Supa.
For me, it's fine, rookie. Like, it's, when a rookie wins you, it hits different. It
does. It hits different.
I like that.
I love that. But Odo, what I was about to say is that I think this is so cool for the league generally, because I think you light a fire under the asses of other players, no
like
present company in or excluded. And I think that's a really cool dynamic.
Yeah, definitely, because there is this sort of meta that is developing over the years, you know, where is the veterans kind of not really, I wouldn't say controlling everything, but they kind of dictate the style and the pace of pretty much every team. And then, you know, they come in and people write them off, and they're just so aggressive and creative, and they're kind of, you know, breaking this mold that's been happening where everyone just kind of like building these identities of the team based on like the veterans. And then you have the rookies over here. They're just coming in and they're just like, yeah, we don't care about any of that, you know. We're just gonna do whatever we want. Go with the flow, which is still crazy to me, you know, that it works, but it works. So yeah, it is definitely a very fresh take, and it's, I think, very, very beneficial for the whole league and for also, you know, established players and teams that have been in the league for a while. For me, I can go as an example and say, why do we do things like this when you have these guys on Mad Lions, these rookies that come in, they do everything that they want, they play how they want. Why can't we do this anymore? You know, why do we have to fit in this stupid mold, you know, that's been happening? So yeah. So it's like, you know, we want to do that stuff, you know. So I think it's really good, and it's a good example for the whole league and region.
It's awesome. But of course, the work is not done yet. You are going up against G2 tomorrow. Very in the beginning of the winter split, we talked to Elyoya, and he said, my bot lane is the best bot lane in the LEC, and you're going to see it. Now, tomorrow, it's going to be very, very necessary, Supa, as you go up against Hans and Mickey in that bot lane. So how do you feel about it?
I mean, first of all, now I can say like we are top 2 of Europe. Yeah. Feels good. I'm not happy, you know. I'm just a bit. But it's the moment to prove. We played in a regular season a game that was kind of meh, not enough, let's say. And tomorrow I have the revenge. I'm hyped to play into 3 Dravens, 5 Dravens if he wants. And if in the moment like they see they can't beat us, we will have our momentum. If we lose, I mean, I think G2 bot lane is the key of the team. They play a lot around that, and I believe in Alvaro and me that we can make the difference.
Okay, Alvaro?
I mean, I just want to play mostly of course, G2 is like the best team in Europe, has been this whole year, but especially into Mikix, because I think he's someone that is like really good player, and I want to prove myself into him. And there is not a better spot than playing in the finals in the States.
No, absolutely not. I'm looking forward to it, and I think that's a wonderful last note for this interview. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you.
PGL, congratulations, and we'll see you all tomorrow. Our finals is set here in the Winter Split. It is G2 Esports up versus Mad Lions Koi. Who would have expected it? Not me, but I'm very happy about it. Good night. See you tomorrow. Buenas noches.
Quickness, Devour comes out, the charm still landing onto Lavrov. He has a flash for the Weaver's Wall. Will lock them in place as the damage comes down.
And now, realistically, we'll see the plane. Response from Shay on this top side.
So much credit to MDK as the Waller comes down. Nuke was tanking, the tower has to flash. Mirwin looking for the house in the back, but instead he uses the boomerang. And you have to watch that now as he gets in behind BDS. Nuke has the flash, Genex keeps Mirwin at bay, but Nuke is locked up. The Narv into the wall, doesn't even need to kill off Nuke. Now it's all on Ice and Genex, and Friskowi's diving in. Ice is on a rampage, Mirwin falls. Genex diving back forward as Aljoya falls low. Ice begins to open up in the bailout. Won't save you today. It's a triple for Ice. Give Genex one to boot, and BDS finally roar into life. Nuke still has the Emperor's Divide down towards the bottom side. Ice trading in. Alvaro falling low, he falls first. Red-white for Supa though, dodges the true shot barrage by stepping past it, and he should be able to get a counter kill, but he can't in time. To the back line, and now perhaps Genex can get in there as well. And they've caught out Supa. The shutdown to Ice, Aljoya falls second, and BDS have finally find a team fight. And now we'll see if Genex is able to survive. He's not. Nuke has to do it all, but the Emperor has other plans as MDK